HVDC transmission, how do we step down?
In the age of computers, the habit of reading books has gone down.
But why is it that these things are not being carried out? If the solution is such a simple solution that you have suggested.
Particularly if you see the case of Tesla, so what they have done in infrastructure wise.
हमने देखी है गाजा की हकीकत, लेकिन दिल के खुश रखने को गालिब ये ख्याल अच्छा है।
सर मैं जब आ रहा था तो मुझसे कहा गया था कैजुअली मत बैठना। May I come in, sir?
Yes, please do. Please take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Mr. Shakeel Ahmed.
Yes, sir.
Shakeel, you're comfortable?
Yes.
And English is going to be a preferred medium.
Yes.
Right? Fine, Shakeel. Tell us something about yourself.
Sir, I belong to Shahjahanpur district of Uttar Pradesh, and I have done my primary and secondary education from there. And for my senior secondary, I went to Aligarh Muslim University, and so from there only I got a degree in BTech Electrical Engineering in 2019. And from then onwards, sir, I am preparing for this examination.
Shakeel, engineering college at AMU is considered one of the better institutions in this country.
Yes, sir.
And despite this despite the fact that you studied from there, this wonderful institution could give you confidence to appear in your main subject from your core subject of electrical engineering, which is available in UPSC.
Yes.
Which was geography. Are you really a bad engineer?
So that was my personal choice. I'm not very bad in electrical engineering. I did decent in my engineering days, but geography I found very interesting while I was preparing for general studies for civil services, and I thought that I can do good in geography, as it was also one of my favorite subjects in my school days. So that's why I choose geography, sir.
So you were not that bad in electrical engineering?
Yes.
Okay, tell me then, when we talk about HVDC transmission, how do we step down?
So for that, first of all, that high voltage DC current needs to be converted to AC, and then transformer is used, sir, to step down.
That brings us to the basic question: why transformer is an AC machine and not a DC machine?
So because in transformer there is no direct connection. So primaries and secondary windings, they are separate, and DC current cannot induce electromotive force. For that we need AC current, sir.
If AC cannot induce magnetism, then how do we have DC machines? We do have DC machines,
yes,
for
sir.
example, DC generator, DC motors.
I'm sorry, sir.
Okay. See, if we talk about the electrification issue, especially in the remote areas and other places,
yes,
they are generally advised that we should go for renewable sources, especially
yes,
solar.
Yes.
How do we then solve the problem of integrating this solar to the grid? Solar will be DC, solar will be 12 volt or 24 volt. How do we integrate it to the grid then?
Sir, for that, the concept of a smart grid is coming into picture. So wherever we are producing this renewable energy, either it is from solar energy or wind energy, first of all, that energy is generated in DC form, that needs to be converted into AC, and then, sir, using a step-up transformer, it has to be synchronized with the main grid, sir.
You have studied from AMU. I'm sure you feel for that institution. Do you?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, in recent years we have seen some efforts to malign institutions like AMU, Jamia. Why? Why do you believe? What are the socio-political reasons of these institutions coming under fire? And how can we bring back the kind of trust that these institutions have always enjoyed in this country?
Sir, in last few years, due to some local politics, for example in Aligarh, there is always a tussle between local politicians and Aligarh Muslim universities, and some historical background of AMU. So there is tussle, rest the things are going fine, sir. AMU and Jamia both are doing good. But whenever elections comes, local politics comes into play. So for their personal benefit, they do this, sir.
You also mentioned that you like solving Sudoku.
Yes, sir.
We get Sudoku 9x9 because we use a decimal system.
Yes, sir.
If we are using a hexadecimal system, what will be Sudoku's size?
Sir, it would be 16x16, sir.
But then we are not using 10x10 for decimal system. We are using 9x9 for decimal system. So for a hexadecimal, what it would be?
So I have solved this 9x9 only, and maybe it is due to the name itself says single digit, so that's why. I'm not very sure about the 16 cross 16.
But you understand number system. You're a qualified engineer, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me why number systems are always in even numbers. We have binary, we have hexa, we have decimal, we have hexadecimal. We never usually have odd number based number systems, 7 based system, 5 based system. Why?
I'm really sorry. I have no clue about this.
You're not happy discussing mathematics either. Anyways, thank you.
Shakeel, you're from Shahjahanpur.
Yes, sir.
What is the antiquity of Shahjahanpur?
Sorry,
When
sir.
was it founded?
Sir, Shahjahanpur, sir, in 17th century, sir. So
And
there were 17 villages. They were clubbed by the soldiers of Shah Jahan, and they were named as Shahjahanpur.
all right. And Tilhar is a village or a kasbah or was it? What
It's
is
Kasbah, sir, a town, sir.
It's a town. All right. Now you were a member, you were a secretary of your library committee.
Yes, sir.
How long?
So for 1 year, 2018 and
What
19.
did you do?
Sir, I have at that time I was entitled with certain functions. I have to keep that. I have to take care that whether library was functioning properly in due time, the schedule, whether it was functioning or not. The books that are required, I have to suggest to the higher authorities that what kind of books we need, and sir, to maintain the discipline in the library. So this was my duty, sir.
And you used to go to the library to do all these things every day?
Sir, I was studying there, so I was doing both the tasks. I was studying as well as I was monitoring the things, sir.
So, in the age of computers, the habit of reading books has gone down. So, how are libraries doing currently?
Sir, like everything, libraries are also evolving. So, initially only physical books were there, but advanced libraries are there in which we can have, sir, computers and smartphones and smart devices where we can access soft copies also. So,
And in your library, were you using these devices or only the books?
only books were there, sir, but in main library there were smart devices.
Most of the students who came to the library, did they borrow books from the library or they brought their own reading material, or what was the case?
Most of the time, sir, students used to bring their own books, because in our college there were students were generally from engineering, but they were preparing for multiple examinations. So for someone, if he is preparing for civil services, then books were not available in the library, only engineering books were available. So for civil services, he has to bring his own books.
So, what do you think is the future of books?
Sir, I would say mixed system would be there. Still there are people who prefer physical copies, but the craze for online books and soft copies is increasing, sir.
All right. Now, you also participated in quiz.
Yes, sir.
Can you name 3 quiz masters of the country, most famous?
Sir, the father of Derek O'Brien, I'm forgetting his name, the current
Fair
parliamentarian.
enough. What about Derek O'Brien himself?
Yes, sir, he also conducts it. So, other I don't know, sir.
Deepak Vohra, the best.
Thank you, sir.
And what about Amitabh Bachchan?
I'm sorry, sir.
Amitabh, haven't you seen Kaun Banega Crorepati?
Yes, I have seen that.
Yeah. All right.
Shakeel, as I see that you come from Uttar Pradesh,
Yes, sir.
your mother tongue is Hindi. Why haven't you written Urdu?
So, my mother tongue is not Urdu. It is Hindustani basically. We speak mix of Hindi and Urdu.
If you were the municipal commissioner of any city, what would be the steps that you're going to take to ensure that such urban flooding doesn't take place?
So for that, I'll take a multi-pronged approach. For initially, first of all, I'll try to analyze the overall data, that how much precipitation that particular city gets. After that, I'll try to get all the sewage cleaned before the coming of the monsoon season, because most of the rainfall comes in those 4 months. And other than that, I'll try to strengthen the drainage system, because in our most of the cities, the drainage system is quite old. And other than that, sir, I'll try to aware the citizens to make some open spaces to reduce the concretized structures. For example, new parks can be created, and especially the encroachments on the ponds, and if there is any local canal or there is any water system is there, I'll try to reduce the encroachment so more percolation can take place, sir.
But why is it that these things are not being carried out? If the solution is such a simple solution that you have suggested, what exactly are the structural issues that plague issues like urban flooding?
So for this, I would say the first foremost issue is that overpopulation. Population is increasing. For that, we need more structures. So for that, concretization is taking place. Secondly, sir, lack of administrative efficiency to timely decongest those drainage systems. Thirdly, sir, most of the rural population, they are migrating towards the urban centers, and for them, the easy access to live in the urban cities is to encroach in those areas which were earlier totally open to the percolation.
Have you heard of the word splinter net? You haven't heard of the word. Okay. We find that India was initially a part of Quad, but now Quad 2.0 has come into play. Do you think that this is a move because India could not be positioned and Philippines was incorporated? What is the reason why Quad 2.2 had to come into place when we already had Quad in the Indian foreign policies?
Sir, I'm not 100% sure. Is it related to AUKUS, Quad 2.0?
Quad 2.2, Indo-Pacific policies of US. India is not a member of Quad 2.0. Initially, it was a part of Quad. India is a part of Quad,
yes,
but
sir,
not a part of Quad 2.2. Why do you think that Quad 2.2 had to come into place?
Sir, I have not read about Quad 2.0. Maybe to increase the participation of the other countries in the Indo-Pacific and increase interest of the United States in that region.
Okay. Can you tell me what is the difference between golden crescent and golden triangle? Why is it called crescent?
Sir, both these regions are areas of opium production. So Golden Triangle is a geographical region in the region of countries of Bangladesh, Iran and Pakistan, and Golden Crescent is in Pakistan, Bangladesh and Iran, and Golden Triangle is in Myanmar, Thailand and Laos, I think. So
why is it called crescent?
So the figure that it makes, kind of like the configuration.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you heard of the word uncle judges syndrome?
Yes, sir.
What does it mean?
So the nepotism that goes on in the recruitment or in the promotion of judiciary judges.
Okay. And how can you solve that? What is the better solution, alternate, if not for collegium system? What would you recommend?
So there should be checks and balances. There should be role of executive also, a proper, other than collegium, we can make a further arrangement in which more officials from other departments can take part. Sir. For example, we made NJAC, there was the say of executive, however it has been called null and void by the Honorable Supreme Court, but I think the time is there to implement further improvements in the appointment system by incorporating the members of the executive.
Okay, thank you.
So you are from Uttar Pradesh, right? So if I have to go from Uttar Pradesh to Andhra Pradesh, how many states, minimum number of states I have to pass?
Three states, sir.
3 states. Which are those?
So Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Telangana.
Okay. You are electrical engineer. You must be aware about peak demand
Yes,
electricity. Sir. What is that?
So the maximum demand in a day that occurs is the peak demand, sir.
In a day?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is that number?
I'm not sure about that, sir.
Okay. I'm giving you a fact. Okay. You have to explain what is the possible reason for that.
Yes.
During the Diwali period, the peak demand decreases. What could be the reason for that?
Sir, I'm not 100% sure about this, but if you allow me, I can take my chance.
Yes, please.
So, I think the weather, mostly peak demands come in the summer season when people use AC, air condition, and in the winter when people use heater. But I think during November, the weather is pleasant. So both of these things are not
But then
used.
it again increases after Diwali.
So due to winter conditions, the use of heaters may increase, sir.
Okay. Geography and agriculture go hand in hand, right?
Yes, sir.
So there are agroclimatic regions which, what is the criteria to classify the agroclimatic regions?
So there are 20 agroclimatic regions, and they are based on the particular climate types, soil condition, and weather patterns.
Soil condition is part of agroclimatic
Sir,
classification?
I think, sir.
Okay, how many agroclimatic regions are there in Uttar Pradesh?
Sir, in UP, 1 or 2, I would say there, or overall 20 are there in India. So
Okay.
maybe
You play
middle
badminton
Gangetic
also,
Plains.
right?
Yes, sir.
You play badminton.
Say in my college days.
Okay. So there's a new game called paddle. Some call it pickleball also. What is that?
Sorry, sir. I've not heard about that.
Okay. My last question. The government is focusing on electric vehicles.
Yes, sir.
They are, and the penetration is increasing rapidly. What are the challenges that in tier 2 cities and even people are not preferring it as their first vehicle? What are the reasons for that?
So the foremost reason is their affordability. So EV vehicles are more costlier than the internal combustion engine vehicles. Second thing is, sir, infrastructure. For EV, there is not well defined infrastructure for charge. There are not more charging stations. Even in tier 1 cities also we are suffering from this issue. So in tier 2 cities there is very lack of charging infrastructure. And thirdly, sir, that battery storage capacity is very low. So for example, if someone has to go for a distance of say 200 or 300 kilometers, then it becomes quite hectic to carry multiple batteries. So that's why they are preferring, sir, that internal combustion engines over EV vehicles.
What has US done so in order to increase their penetration of EV, particularly if you see the case of Tesla? So what they have done in infrastructure wise?
Sir, multiple charging points need to be there at a certain location. For example, if someone is traveling through a vast stretch of the road, and if it is going through a desert, so it is required that after some kilometer, like we have petrol pumps in our country, so there are some charging stations, that thing. And after that, so technology, they have improved technology. They are using lithium ion batteries. Tesla is using lithium ion batteries, and lithium ion batteries have high density of power. So I think they have done.
What is the type of battery being used in Nexon?
Nexon,
Tata Nexon.
I'm not sure about that.
Thank you.
अरे आ गई हमारी बारी। बोलो टाइगर, ठीक हो, खुश हो?
Yes, sir.
आराम से बैठिएगा। इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस में दिलचस्पी रखते हो?
Yes, sir.
सबसे बड़ी चुनौती आज की तारीख जनवरी ऑफ 2025, 8 जनवरी को भारत के सामने कौन सी है?
सर रिलेशन, मुझे लगता है बांग्लादेश के साथ जो रिलेशंस हैं बहुत टसल चल रहा है सर उसका, और जस्टिन ट्रूडो का जो
वो तो चला गया, वो तो इतिहास बन गया
जी।
और बांग्लादेश
है सर, बांग्लादेश हमारा फ्रेंडली नेशन रहा है, और अभी जिस तरीके से जो डेवलपमेंट्स हुए हैं, तो एक
इसकी गलती है ये?
सर ये अभी इसका पूरा डिटेल जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन
चाहिए
सर, एट दिस पॉइंट टाइम हमें ये पता करना चाहिए कि जो चार्जेस लगे हैं शेख हसीना पे, अगर वो जो हमारे पास,
शेख हसीना इस समय दिल्ली एयरपोर्ट पे है, बांग्लादेश ने उसका पासपोर्ट कैंसिल कर दिया है
जी,
जहाज है वहाँ उसको वापस ले जाने के लिए, भेज दें?
सर डायरेक्टली ऐसा नहीं कह सकते कि उन्हें भेज देना चाहिए। मेरे हिसाब से पहले ये पता करना चाहिए, मतलब जो बांग्लादेशी अथॉरिटीज़ हैं उनके साथ मिलके पहले ये एक कोलैबोरेशन से ये पता करना चार्जेस क्या लगे।
पूछ के उसका पासपोर्ट रद्द किया?
नहीं सर।
तो हम उनकी क्यों सुने?
सर क्योंकि हमारे रिलेशन शेख हसीना से नहीं है, पीपल ऑफ बांग्लादेश से हैं, और हमें फ्यूचर, फ्रेंडली नेशन बांग्लादेश है, हमें फ्यूचर भी बांग्लादेश के साथ बनाना है, और एट द सेम टाइम
बनने के लिए एक ही साइड काफ़ी होती है या दूसरी भी?
सर हमें जो अभी वहाँ की जो गवर्नमेंट है वो सर इंटरिम गवर्नमेंट है, अल्टीमेटली जो पावर है वो लोगों की होती है, तो उसके लिए हमें ये देखना चाहिए कि अगर जस्टिफाइड जो चार्जेस हैं शेख हसीना पे तो कोऑपरेट करना चाहिए, अगर जस्टिफाइड क्लेम्स नहीं हैं तो कोऑपरेट नहीं करना चाहिए सर हमें।
शेख हसीना सड़क पे उतरी थी, बंदूक लेके लोगों को मारा था उसने?
सर वहाँ की मीडिया तो क्लेम करती है कि मोर देन,
इसने नहीं कहा कि उसने मारा था,
मतलब उनके ऑर्डर से सर। यस सर।
वेरी गुड, थैंक यू, दिस इज़ वेरी गुड। आप मैंने देखा कि आपने भारतीय विदेश सेवा को काफ़ी लो दिया है अपना प्रायोरिटी। अच्छा ये बताइए, गाज़ा में जो हो रहा है अच्छी चीज़ कर रहा है इजराइल की बुरी?
सर बिल्कुल गलत है वो सर। 45,000 से ज़्यादा लोग मर चुके हैं, सिविलियंस मर चुके हैं। यूनाइटेड नेशंस ट्रूस के लिए बोल चुका है, सीज फायर के लिए बोल चुका है।
यूनाइटेड नेशंस की कौन सुनता है?
सर नहीं सुन रहा है वो, लीगली बाइंडिंग नहीं है उनके ऊपर, बट जब भी कभी भी दुनिया में
हमास ने जो किया वो ठीक था?
गलत था सर। किसी भी इंसान की जान लेना किसी का भी अधिकार नहीं है। हमास ने जो भी वहाँ पर जो लोग मरे, सिविलियंस जो मरे हैं वहाँ के इजराइल के, वो गलत था। इंडियन
तो क्या
गवर्नमेंट
बदला लेना चाहिए था? इजराइल को क्या करना चाहिए? आप प्रधानमंत्री हैं इजराइल के,
यस सर,
आप एक एरिया में हैं जहाँ सब तरफ रेडिकल इस्लामिक रेजीम है,
यस सर,
आप यहूदी हैं,
यस सर,
ईरान कहता है आपको जीने का हक नहीं है, हमास कहता है हम मिटा
जी।
देंगे, हिजबुल्लाह के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में है कि यहूदी इंसान नहीं है, जानवर है।
जी
क्या करेंगे आप?
सर, सबसे पहला मेरा तो जो काम होगा वो ये होगा कि मैं मेरे देश की जो सॉवरेनिटी है वो मेंटेन रहना चाहिए, कि हमारे लैंड में कोई इंट्रूड ना करे, जो हमारे लोग हैं उनकी सेफ्टी होना चाहिए। उसके लिए डिफेंस सिस्टम स्ट्रांग होना चाहिए। एट द सेम टाइम सर, एक रिस्पॉन्सिबल स्टेट होने के नाते मुझे ये भी ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि दूसरे देश के सिविलियंस जो इनोसेंट हैं उनकी डेथ ना जाने पाए सर।
हमने देखी है गाज़ा की हकीकत, लेकिन दिल के खुश रखने को गालिब यह ख्याल अच्छा है। इजराइल इज़ गोइंग टू हिट बैक। हम आपको बता दें, एक पुस्तक पढ़ी, इफ़ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड, उसका नाम है राइज एंड किल फर्स्ट।
जी,
राइज एंड किल फर्स्ट, नाम भूल गया ऑथर का, बट इट इज़ हाउ रिवेंज एंड प्रीएम्प्टिव एक्शन इज़ हार्ड वायर्ड इनटू इजराइल्स डीएनए। उठो और पहले मारो, और ये शुरू से करते हैं। जहाँ खतरा हुआ मार डालो उसको। अच्छी चीज़ है या बुरी चीज़ है?
सर मुझे नहीं लगता ये सही चीज़ है सर।
चलिए उसको
Humanitarian,
जो आपकी छुरी मारना चाहता है उसको गले लगा के बोलो डार्लिंग्स।
दूसरे मेथड्स हो सकते हैं।
सेकंड थिंग आई वांट टू आस्क यू बेटा, फ्रॉम अ फॉरेन सर्विस पर्सपेक्टिव, इवन दो इट्स नॉट योर टॉप प्रायोरिटी, व्हाट वुड यू से आर द थ्री मेजर अचीवमेंट्स अगर आप मान लीजिए कि यू बिकम एन इंडियन डिप्लोमेट, आप जाते हैं, यू आर पोस्टेड इन ब्राज़ील, वहाँ लेक्चर दे रहे हैं जैसे बैठे हैं, वो बोलेंगे कि आपके देश ने पिछले 10 साल में 3 मेजर चीज़ें क्या की हैं, क्या बोलेंगे?
सर, ग्लोबल साउथ के जो चैम्पियन हम बने, चाहे वो इंटरनेशनल सोलर अलायंस हो जिससे पूरी दुनिया में रिन्यूअल का बोलबाला हुआ है सर, एक तो वो है। दूसरा मिशन लाइफ जो हमने दुनिया को दिया है, और तीसरा सर जो हमने दुनिया के सामने एक मॉडल बनाया है डिजिटल पब्लिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का सर।
Excellent, outstanding. Thank you very much.
थैंक यू सर।
Okay, Shakeel, before I let you go, you're looking very stressed. Crack a joke.
सर,
क्रैक नहीं कर सकते, ब्रेक कर दो यार।
सर मैं जब आ रहा था तो मुझसे कहा गया था कैजुअली मत बैठना।
किसने बोला ये?
दोस्तों ने।
There's a context to it. Thank you. It was nice talking to you. Your interview is over. Please wait for the feedback session.
थैंक यू सर।
Take a seat. Shakeel, your interview is on 13th.
यस सर, 13
So, just 4 more days, right?
Yes, sir.
You don't intend to take any more mocks after this?
नो सर, दिस इज द लास्ट वन।
Please do that. Because don't take any more mocks, right?
Yes.
Why? Because last 4 days, in fact, you should have at least around a week before you stop taking mocks,
Yes.
right? So, it's your second interview.
यस सर,
What was your score last time?
151 सर।
151.
यस सर।
Was it a fair assessment on that day, or you believe it was just a bad day?
सर, लास्ट ईयर मेरा फर्स्ट इंटरव्यू था और 5 जनवरी को था, तो मुझे 10-12 दिन मिले थे, तो शायद मुझे लगा कि मैं प्रिपेयर नहीं हो पाया था सर।
Okay. But what happened inside the hall?
सर एवरीथिंग वेंट फाइन सर।
Everything went well.
नथिंग, देयर वाज नो इशू। इंटरव्यू के टाइम पे कुछ नहीं हुआ था।
Are you sure that you have evaluated it properly? Because if nothing happened, then average mark is not 150. Even
Yes,
if it
sir.
was an average thing, it should have been 160, 165 at least.
यस सर, आई बिलीव कि ये एवरेज मार्क्स नहीं थे, 151 लोअर साइड में थे।
Yes.
बट सर आई वाज नॉट एबल टू फिगर
Anyway,
आउट।
you're happy with your performance today?
यस सर।
What are the areas you still believe that you would like to brush up in next 2-3 days?
सर, ऑन माय हॉबी सुडोकू एंड IR पार्ट सर।
Okay,
I mean electrical engineering sir.
take only the lighter things. Don't take anything heavy, because the fact is you're a very good candidate. I mean, 150, 140 is not something that should come anywhere close to you, right?
Yes.
So, in technically speaking, will you be wearing the same dress?
Yes sir.
This is more or less okay. Right?
या मोर लेस ओके, लेकिन
Shirt
अगर
is not
सेम टाई का जो कलर है ना वो इतना स्मार्ट नहीं लगता, थोड़ा डिफरेंट कर लेंगे ना। जैसे ये देखिए अभी ब्लू सूट पहने में आप जैसा, लेकिन टाई
Consider something like brown
that will make you look
or
smart.
some brighter
Okay.
thing, right?
अदरवाइज बाकी इंटरेस्ट ठीक है आपका.
Also the shirt somehow, I mean the color is fine, but मुझे लग रहा है देख लीजिए.
Collar,
collar,
ये 2-3 बार मॉक दे दिया इसी में, अभी इसको टैकलिंग करना है.
Right. But anyway, so dress is there, but otherwise sitting posture is nice, voice level is absolutely okay. There isn't much hand movement, which is also a good thing. Eye contact is also okay, flow is there. So in whatever we say the checklist thing, you're doing everything fine.
Yes.
Even on the content front, there isn't much suggestion to you. You have studied well. In general, you're responding well. You know what you know what you don't know,
जी.
which is a very good thing. I mean, you're not unnecessarily venturing into guesswork or I mean the integrity part is
Yes.
clearly visible, so that will go in your favor. Whenever you're being cornered, either on the issue of, for example, the minority thing, or maybe on the international relation thing, it's not important that I mean you need not necessarily change your stance there, but whether or not you're keeping yourself composed and cool is important.
Yes.
Right? Please, I mean, have faith in yourself.
Yes.
It is important. Is that clear?
Yes, yes.
बाकी चीजें you're doing absolutely fine. We are thoroughly impressed with you. I'm sure you'll do very good.
Thank
Right? All the best.
One thing. AMU का माइनॉरिटी स्टेटस को गौर से पढ़ लेना. क्या लेटेस्ट जजमेंट क्या है, प्रीवियस हिस्ट्री क्या रही है ना, उस पर सवाल हो सकता है.
जी सर.
दूसरे आप अखबार कौन सा पढ़ते हैं?
सर इंडियन एक्सप्रेस एंड द हिंदू.
एंड द हिंदू बहुत अच्छा कॉम्बिनेशन है. अब अगले 4 दिन चूँकि और तो कुछ आपको कम करना नहीं चाहिए.
जी.
अखबार गौर से पढ़ते ही.
जी.
उसके जो एडिट पेज, आइडियाज़ पेज वगैरह है ना,
जी जी सर.
उस पर मास्टरी करें. आपका इंटरव्यू सुबह है कि
मॉर्निंग फोरनून सर.
फोरनून में है? कितने बजे है?
सुबह 9 से 1 तक चलता है.
शुरू ही है. अच्छा, किसी वक्त भी हो सकता है, यू डोंट नो. But even if it is in the morning, if you can arrange to read the headlines of the newspaper that morning, that will be helpful. Sometimes the interview begins with that lines.
Yes sir.
Okay?
Yes, sure.
Thank you.
ऑल द बेस्ट. दुनिया में 2 तरह के जीव होते हैं, सुखी आत्मा और दुखी आत्मा. आप सुखी आत्मा.
Thank you sir.
चलिए, all the best.
Remain positive.
Thank you sir.